Situational football. They say situational football for a reason.
All right, so let's get to the Buckeye hater of the week, man. So I got two of them this week, man. Buckeye hater of the week, Michigan offensive lineman Brady Norton says Ohio State reached out to him before Michigan, but ghosted him until Michigan showed interest. So he went off to say, "Fuck those guys."
Oh,
So he
Yeah,
pissed
and
off
then
that Ohio State ghosted the man.
yeah, he mad that the hot chick just gave him a fake number. Like, nah, okay,
yeah,
you
yeah,
sound salty.
yeah, bro.
That's why you the hater of the week. You fucking Silky Johnson looking mother
And
trucker. I'm just saying,
and now you about to get dominated for the next 2 3 years.
sick.
This kid, this is a kid that's from California. He transferred from Cal Poly to Michigan, so he was sorry that we ain't lock him in from the portal, pretty much. Crazy part about this shit, three-star kid coming out of high school. I don't even, me and T man, we be tapped in on the recruiting heavy and shit. I don't even remember us even going after this kid so much, honestly. I mean, I remember the name, but I don't remember us ever going after him heavy for real, man.
You
Yeah,
know what
It
that sound like?
explains why for this whole story.
It sound like
yeah,
that girl from high school that always wanted to date you, but you had an excuse on why she ain't talk to you and shit like that. That's what it sound like.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
Yeah, go ahead over there, bro. You weren't good enough anyway.
Right, right.
Hater.
Yeah, bro. I think he just pissed off because of Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't that interested for real. Like just one of them dudes is pissed off. One of them guys that got they got a girl that they like and shit, and then you know what I'm saying, they trying to get on with him and shit. And then you know what I'm saying, the girl ain't giving him no chance and shit, and then he keeps shooting his shot, kidding, and they inbox on Messenger and everything, getting ghosted. You know what I'm
He
saying, on
definitely felt
red.
some type of way. He
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
felt some type of way.
I think he clout chasing with the moves, talking about it for real. Like, cause I don't even think this situation was that serious. Like, I'm pretty sure you had other offers as well, but you had to make it known to talk about Ohio State, obviously, because the rival. So
Yeah,
like,
that's
like
it.
I think it's a clout chase move for real, bro. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Like, he just clout chasing, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But he definitely Buckeye hater of the week. You know what I'm saying? Pulling the clout chasing move. Mentioned Ohio State, talking about F those guys because we ain't show no love to you. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't answering your call when you was trying to shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying? Go over there
Right.
with the bum. You know what I'm saying? And go down there in the damn river out that motherfucker because it's a Titanic over there. You know what I'm saying? In Michigan over there, dog. You know what I'm saying? And other news
Yeah.
too, for us Buckeye hater of the week, man. The Buckeyes, as I mentioned, the Buckeyes, they was at the White House. They went and seen Donald Trump and everything. And then a lot of people was giving Jeremiah Smith flack for uh, talking to Donald Trump and shaking his hand and everything, man. And of course, you got people and even Buckeye fans. This this girl comes on and says, Jeremiah, I'm a diehard Buckeye, but this ain't it, bruh. This ain't a good look. Then another guy said, y'all should have just declined the invitation. Now I have lost all respect for y'all. Then another person says, now I'm glad he's not a Miami Hurricane. This is a Miami guy right there. I'm
Yo,
like,
be
what a
glad he's not in
loser.
Miami too. Fuck you.
And then another person
Facts.
says, I'm disappointed in you for sure. So Jeremiah Smith and a lot of people's getting a lot of flack for being at the White House for celebrating their national championship, which is all teams do. When you win a championship, they go to the White House. And I know Donald Trump, controversial guy, you know what I'm saying, and everything. Of course,
Some
we ain't talking
bullshit.
to politics on this show for sure, but just in general, just I understand people got their different, views as far as politics and everything, but far as them just criticizing these young men for going to the White House and celebrating their championship, like. They ain't doing nothing no different from the rest. Y'all don't be
Yeah.
criticizing. Y'all ain't criticized the damn Eagles when they just went up there to the White House. Yeah, when they was dapping
Facts.
up, Donald Trump and shit. You know what I mean?
Fact.
So why
Facts.
is JJ Jeremiah Smith getting all of this slander just because of who he is? Because shit, he's probably a bigger figure than some of them guys that's in the NFL with the Eagles or some shit. You feel me? Like I'm trying to understand it, man. Like
These niggas ain't got. Oh, they ain't got. Sorry, they. You getting me out? I'm getting upset. So my blackness is coming out. But what
go
I'm
ahead,
saying,
man. Speak your piece, bro.
yo, what I'm sitting there saying is these people ain't got no life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like hype, like I think you said it best when you saying that. Keep keep it about the sports. Jeremiah Smith ain't making no political statement by being with his teammates celebrating a national title win. And being hold on. Why I listen, my mom went to the White House. She was on a 5-year wait list. Some of these players just went just to go to the White House, just to see the White
Facts.
House. It ain't even about the president. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Right.
yeah, like,
Right.
it's not even about the president. Who don't want? I want to go into the White House, take a little tour. What's wrong? Like, come on, man. And when you
Right,
and what do you
bro.
do when you go to somebody else's house? You gotta address the homeowner first. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I like you know if I walk into one of y'all houses, right, and y'all in the house and I'm walking by and I just walk right past y'all and ignore y'all, like, that's a problem. Like this is my house. Like who is you walking up in my house not addressing the head of the household? Like you know what I mean? How you doing? Whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Facts.
how people should look at it. You know what I mean? Shaking the hand with Donald. If Donald Trump walked in my house right now, I don't like the man. I think he's racist. But he walked in with Secret Service and all that, blah, blah, blah. Said, hey, introduce yourself. I'm going to shake his hand and introduce myself. That don't, what does that mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what does that mean? Like,
But
that don't mean
I,
nothing.
then
I,
it's
I,
Buckeye fans too, bro. Like this
I
is coming
mean,
from Buckeye fans.
I wonder if they're even football fans. It feels like they more political fans than football fans because this really isn't
Right.
even an issue. And it's not like it's a 53 man roster in the NFL. There's 100 and some dudes on this team, and all different backgrounds. Like if anything, you gonna show up just for the dude next to you. It has nothing to do with the dude in front of you. If that makes sense to you. Like,
Right.
all right, we the team made a vote. You know what I mean? We're gonna go or we not, but we don't go together. Like that's what a team's supposed to do. So like I this whole thing that part of it is political and it's political people trying to make football
yeah,
political and it's like why? Like well, just let us enjoy our sports. Leave all that out of it. Like we know
exactly.
sports are
Exactly.
political
Right.
anyway in every level. AAU to high school to college to the NBA. We all know it has something to do with it. But like I remember when I was young and growing up, like granted I was dumb too and didn't understand the things of the world and shit, but like sports was sports. Like Sports Center had nothing but highlights in sports, and now ESPN is nothing but like well those networks. Like I don't want to point anybody out or nothing, but like those
Right.
networks, they always try to bring that shit in, and it's like we don't have to do that. Like we don't have
No.
to, and the people that do have a different agenda than sports to do it. So it's like, let's not give these people no time. And
Yeah.
you know, if we like say the group was not us like as individuals personally, but like the group that we have for the podcast gets so big, the president or the White House wants to fucking meet us and have a whole fucking thing. We vote, and I'm against it, but y'all for it, and I'm outvoted. Guess what I'm gonna go do? I'm gonna go shake that man's hand and make all the respectable things that you're supposed to do when you in front of the camera and all that. You know what I mean? It's levels to the shit. So it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I it's crazy. Like though I bet those people that be posting on there and shit are either bots or somebody from some propaganda or has something behind it. So it's like
Mhm.
if it's Buckeyes, leave it Buckeyes. It's like me and my brother fighting. Like we in here and we supposed to be talking about this thing, and now something else gets brung in and it blows up. We shouldn't even
Right.
brought that thing in. You know what I mean? That's how
Absolutely.
I feel about the
Yeah.
situation.
Right, bro. You absolutely right, bro. Because I had to talk with him earlier on the phone about that earlier too. And this is just like the same as prime example for that, bro. Like, a lot of these people, like we're seeing Buckeye fans now, attacking, the Buckeye players, with a lot of slander for us, them being at the White House and when, like TB said. I'm looking at Jermaine and the Styles brothers and seeing other players on the team. They was up there, flicking it up, videos and a lot of pics and stuff at
Hmm.
the White House.
Yeah,
They was more so just enjoying themselves, just having the experience being at the White House. They wasn't even
Right.
thinking about Donald Trump because, truth be
Right.
told, before they almost didn't go to the White House. They was really discussing and speaking, saying that they might not go to the White House.
Hmm.
And but they decided like as a team, like, no, we're gonna celebrate, with America at the White House and stuff and do our thing.
And I
And
bet a lot of
more
them was
about the
like,
house.
I bet a lot of them was like, hey, let's just go just to see the White House. Let's tour the city. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's more about the
yeah,
house than the owner. You know what I mean? If that makes
Yo,
sense.
and these are millionaires. So it's like, hold on, let's go to the White House. We got millions of dollars. We just won a championship. It's Chocolate
Let's see if
City.
we get in the linking room.
What? Hey, like you know what I'm saying? They're gonna make it a thing. Best believe I'm partying. Listen, I lived in DC for for 3 years. So I'm telling you, it's Chocolate City, bro. I would have been on Adams Morgan Strip living it up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where all the Howard girls go. So
There we go.
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
There we
I'm just
go.
don't get me started. But anyway, that's
Nah, I feel you. Like
it ain't about
it's
yeah,
more about
politics.
bro.
that.
I hate it when people want to incorporate that politics to it. And like we're all individual human beings. You know what I'm saying? Nobody I can't tell you what I can't tell you two right now what y'all thinking at very this moment. I ain't Doctor Strange or anybody like that. I like you know what I mean? Like we're all
Right.
everybody got their own motives on why they do things. So for the certain people to put a political thing on them when they're not making a political statement, that's why I think it's like nasty work. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't unless you talk to Jeremiah himself and he looks in your eyes and tell you, yeah, I'm going to the White House to see Donald Trump. Then why are you even putting him and Donald Trump in the same sentence in the same? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it don't make no sense because if you talk to him, he may tell. And I don't know this. Obviously, this is this example, you know what I'm saying? But he may tell you, listen, I wanted to go to DC, the White House because I've never been to DC before. Maybe he's never been. I don't know this for sure. I'm just give an example. Maybe he never been
Right.
to DC. Maybe you know what I'm saying. Maybe he heard something about DC or a restaurant in DC that he wanted to try to go, and then go. I'm going to the White House anyway. I want to try this restaurant. I mean, I'm just making up bullshit, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
there's plenty of other things that people could have said or put on. You know what I'm saying? But they want to stick that one thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what bothers me.
Yeah, bro. That's what pissed me off about that, bro. Like
Mhm.
they making this whole thing about just the fact that these kids went and visited, Donald Trump at, the White House when this whole trip wasn't even just about, Donald Trump at all, bro. This was just a trip where, this is a legendary moment. Like shit,
Yeah,
they
a field
celebrating the
trip, a
national
college field
championship.
trip with your
Like
teammates.
this
You
is
want to
a
feel good all the
timeless
time.
moment right
A
here.
college
Like,
field trip
why
with your teammates
why
celebrating the natty in the
diminish the
city. I'm sure they
moment?
had team dinners in a nice restaurant. I'm sure they ate good that night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sure they had their little. I'm sure they had their little honey dips with them, and then nuts 5 4-star hotels. I mean, come on, like you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah, I'm just trying to
it ain't nothing
understand
political
Like Buckeye fans, I'm really like some of the comments I've seen from Buckeye fans, I'm really ashamed of that shit, bro. Cause I was like, damn, for
We don't need
real?
you. We don't need you as fans
Like,
anyway.
yeah, like, bro, that's crazy, bro. Like, I'm like, come on, man. These kids, they doing their thing, celebrating the national championship. No, this is a lifetime, achievement. Something that they may never get the chance to ever do ever again. You know what I mean? And it's just sad to see fans really do react to the kids like that and respond to them in that manner, man. It's just real nasty work, bro. Like it's sickening, bro. For real.
Get your
Shit,
shit
TV.
together, America.
Yeah, man. So we can go and close it out, man, for sure, man. You